If somebody would have said to me 2-3 years ago that I would be making someday YouTube videos about faith, I would have laughed so hard and not ever believed it. But somehow I am here today in this video speaking about you, about importance of faith. And I am now speaking about faith in something unseen. To something that created all of us. For me, it is God and nobody else. In the whole my younger youth, I was extremely rational being. I always tried to rationalize everything. Try to compare things with rational, concrete evidences, and based on those my decisions and all of my life. But here I am now today, firmly trusting and believing, not only for the seen, but mostly for the unseen. Trusting that my Creator, God, will take care of everything, and my only job is to listen to His voice and obey. So, if I have found myself to this place from where I started, I am sure that you can do it too. And these things are not something delusional. We have to have come from somewhere. Something or someone have to be able to create all of this. And that have to be something very powerful and wise. Something that we can't completely comprehend. But I am sure that if you give possibility to these things and are willing to change and commit yourself to this way for doing good and for believing, trusting, willing to obey, you will find yourself completely in a different way and get those answers that you have long needed for. You can create your own bond with your Creator. In both ways. Not only hearing Him, but you also hearing Him too. There is so much goodness and possibilities. The sky is the limit when you finally found these things, understand these things and give the possibility for it. We have never meant to be alone, only surviving alone. We are meant to be doing good and found ourselves and the connection to our Creator. When I think about my life back, it was kind of scary and lonely. So many ways lost and not so much motivation and purpose and direction in my life. But everything that changed when I found my spiritual path, connection to my Creator, and to be able to release the control of so many things. It is so liberating when you can finally trust that there is something else that is taking care of you and knowing better, that you don't have to know everything or taking care of everything. That you are the executor and somebody else will take care of the rest. All the thinking work and planning and so on. I would say that my spiritual awakening was one of the first big puzzle pieces in my puzzle that opened up so many doors. Give me so many possibilities to get so much new information and understanding of everything. So much freedom. The biggest things by time was that I was no longer living in fear. Finally, I wasn't anymore alone. There is somebody else constantly with me. Somebody who would understand me and who I can share everything and who would understand. And ultimately, in this world, there is so many mysteries and things that you can't understand and things that this world can't give you those answers. And the only place that you can find these answers is through your connection to your Creator, to God Himself, that created you and for a purpose, for a reason. And of course, all of us, we should try to reconnect to our roots and try to understand everything. And when you understand and realize those endless possibilities, when you finally reconnect with your Creator, the all-powerful, unmatched God Himself who created all of this, everything is possible for him. So when he is with you, who can be against you? You will become unstoppable. And if you are just being obedient and doing right and good, doing God's will, of course he will give you back and will protect you in all costs. And don't let for you happen anything that wasn't for your ultimate good. There is so many possibilities that will change when you give possibility to this relationship. For God, nothing is impossible. So when he is with you, miracles will happen to you, in you, for you. And I wouldn't be saying these things lightly or without understanding and firm belief, and also certain kind of rational evidences behind this. But we have all of us have this own journey, and it is not my job to try to you to firmly choose this path. Ultimately, it is your choice, and ultimately, it is about your belief and trust. So I am not going to the details. It is your own special, intimate journey with your Creator. But it is your choice. For me, the one comforting aspect was that have I really nothing to lose? Not really. So I will give possibility to this. I have this some kind of feeling and knowing inside that I can't rationalize, but I will give possibility to it. You have to understand that all those feelings and noises, sounds in you, voices in you, those have to come from somewhere. And that is the Creator's voice inside you. You just have to learn to turn to that frequency to enable you to hear those voices. Quiet the noise around you. Be open to everything. Not always just try to rationalize everything. Willing to be open and willing to search search for more. There have to be more. You can't explain everything just by being rational. There is something more. But there is a reason why these things comes to your beliefs and trust, and that can't be always be concretely based on certain facts. So ultimately it is your choice always. It is not one-dimensional relationship. You have to also give. You have to be willing to trust, to believe. Otherwise that can't be happening. And I am not saying that it will be easy path. You have to be willing to sacrifice, to be honest to yourself, listening that inner voice inside you, the God's voice. And it will often lead you to uncomfortable zones. But it will be ultimately the most fulfilling path in so many ways, in so many times. It will enhance day by day if you are just willing to stick to that path. You will see how everything will open up little by little. How you will see everything in a different way. See all the beauty in life. Understand everything other way that you haven't never even think about. But this choice will be your best choice if you can do it the right way. I want to see something magical and beautiful. Something that you have never believed to be possible. It is no coincidence that all these faith stories are being with us so many thousands years. All these biblical writings, all that people have tell. Of course you can try to rationalize those and try to make yourself believe these kind of stories, but then you are just depriving yourself from so much. Why you could not give one fair chance to everything? What you have to lose? Your creator, God, is waiting, but he can't force you. He loves you so much and too much. But it is a part of this relationship that you have to be open to it and do your own part. You have to give your own contribution. That happen by you trusting, giving that opportunity. Willingness to see, to look, to search. So I really hope that you can give this possibility to it. To start doing what feels right and good. Not just staying stagnant and just being comfortable how things are. If things are quite stagnant and there is not so much excitement or joy in your life, that should be some kind of clue to yourself that maybe everything is not right and there is something you tomorrow to discover, to answers you to gain. Thank you again so much being with me today. Always a huge pleasure and joy to help and share and give. I am starting to offer now personal coaching, and it will be free for the first ones. I will leave the link in the description. There you can find more if you're interested about that. To me to help in certain areas of problems. Thank you again, and hopefully we see you next time. Take care and see you.